Many people have asked me to please record a video for the lower back issues or pain. So I'm going to share this with you wherever you are, morning or afternoon, and I hope you enjoy it. This is a 15-minute session. You need to be here, comfortable clothing, and you need your yoga mat or the floor, or you can also do this in the park, in a grass area, or wherever you feel more comfortable. So we're going to begin by pressing our palms on the ground and our knees on the floor, shoulders are back. This is a very important asana to warm up the spine. So by doing this motion, you're preparing the spine for the rest of the day or the night. It is important to connect breath and movement. So as you inhale, you lift up, chin up, and as you exhale, you round your back. Take your time. Feel the motion. We're going to do it 5 times together on your own pace. Inhaling up into cow and exhaling into cat. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Now slowly you're going to walk your hands towards your knees, taking a deep breath here. Now we're going to roll the shoulders back in circles and forward. Now we're going to stretch one arm and we're going to rotate the wrist. Change direction of that rotation. And slowly the opposite arm. Rotating. Change direction. And release. All right, now we're going to come back into cat pose. If this is too much for your wrist, you can always use your elbows. Now bring your right arm out and your left leg out. Now we're going to bring motion to this asana or posture. Bringing your leg and your arm up and down. You can do it 10 times. We're going to do it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Nice. Take circles with your hips. And slowly change direction. Coming back to the center and slowly switch arm and leg. Make sure your hips are not falling to the side. You're straight, parallel to the ground as much as possible. Down for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way up and slowly release. Very nice. Now we're going to inhale, we're going to reach up with the arm. Looking up. And as we exhale, we're going to bring this arm all the way down. Relaxing our shoulder on the floor. And if this is okay with you, my invitation is to bring your arm all the way around your back. Take a few deep breaths here. And slowly, very slowly, pressing palm on the floor. Bring your arm up and slowly down. And switch hands. And all the way down. And close your eyes if you like. Breathing, feeling that motion in your abdomen. As you inhale, the abdomen raises, and as you exhale, the abdomen falls. One more deep breath. And slowly come back to the center. Now we're gonna sit on the heels if that's possible. And we're gonna bring the shoulders back and we're gonna lean back. Just a couple of inches. And then we're gonna lean forward. Lean back and forward. As we inhale, we're going back, expanding. And exhale, contracting. One more. Nice. If this is too much for you, you can always sit in cross-legged position. We're gonna do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, and come back. Very nice. Now we're gonna lay on the ground. Keeping the knees bent, feet in line with the hips, knees as well as the hips as well. Pressing palms on the floor. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, bring your hips up and down, bridges. Now if you want to try another variation with your arms, you can always reach out with your arms, shoulders back. Make sure your chin is slightly in. Very slowly feeling the motion in connection with your breath. Breath is very important in yoga and in life. We're going to do 5 more, if that's okay with you. You can always do more if you like, or less, whatever you feel more comfortable. Make sure you do this slowly. And 1 more, all the way up, and breathe. Then you can walk your shoulders a little bit, keeping your hips all the way up. Make our glutes strong in order to keep our back protected. So these bridges are really, really good for the lower back. I don't know what condition you have. I hope this is helping. If this is too much, you can always release and take a break. We're going to hold it here for 3 deep breaths. So whenever you're ready, come back up. Close your eyes. Bring your hips a little higher if that's okay with you. Make sure your toes are relaxed. And whenever you're ready, release your back on the ground. Take 1 deep, long, mindful breath. And a smile. Now bring your hips up. Again, now we're going to work with legs a little bit here. So we are going to stretch our left leg. And we're going to bring the hips down and up for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to bring the leg up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend your knee and release. Take a deep breath and bring your hips up. Again, if you need to release your hips on the floor, that's perfectly okay. You are not here to suffer. Now, opposite leg whenever you're ready. Hips first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And leg down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend your knee, hips up. And now we're going to bring the arms to the sides in the T pose with the palms facing down. And slowly we're going to bring the hips towards one corner of the mat. And we're going to release the knees towards the opposite. Allow your head to relax on the opposite side of your knees. If you need to adjust your feet, please do so. Be very gentle and careful. Breathe, feeling that elongation of the lower back, involving digestion, elimination, absorption, and slowly coming back to the center with your knees and bring your hips up and to the opposite side. Take your time, adjust the position of your palms. Make sure your fingers are wide open. You don't need to bring your knees too lower. It's okay if one is a little bit higher. You can always adjust the position of your feet. You can always adjust whatever you need to adjust to feel comfortable. One more deep breath. Coming back to the center, hips up, and slowly release. Very nice. Now we're going to bring the right knee on the chest, towards the chest. We're going to press the knee a little closer. Inhale deeply, and as we exhale, we're going to bring the chest up. Chest all the way up. Make sure your shoulders are back and down. There is no tension in your fingers. Close your eyes if that's okay with you. And if this is too much for you, you can always use the opposite hand to hold onto your lower neck or upper part of your head, feeling your abdomen as flat as possible, feeling your lower back on the floor. One more deep breath, and slowly release your head on the ground. Release your knee and leg, and switch. Opposite side. Bring that knee a little bit closer. And as you exhale, bring your chest up. Again, you can hold onto your head if you need. Make sure your shoulders are back. Chin is slightly in. Close your eyes if that's okay with you. Feel your lower back on the ground. One more deep breath. And as we exhale, we lower the head and lower the foot on the ground. Nice. Beautiful. Now we're going to finish with one more exercise, which is the hip and the knee rotation. So we're going to bring the knees towards the chest, and we're going to rotate in circles. And slowly change direction. And if you want to add a little bit more fun to this asana or motion, you can stretch your legs out. Make sure your toes are relaxed, fingers relaxed. And slowly change direction. If you don't want to go with your legs like this, you can always repeat the variation one that we just did. Coming back to the center, chin legs to the sky, and slowly press palms on the floor or slide your hands or thumbs underneath your butt so you have a little cushion. Chin is slightly in, and we're going to release the legs by the count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And relax in Shavasana. If you need a little cushion for your lower back or underneath your knees, please go ahead and do so. Take a few minutes to really drop into this asana. Keeping your tongue on the roof of your mouth, your abdomen relaxed, feeling the motion when you inhale, the abdomen raises, and when you exhale, the abdomen drops. Allow yourself to close your eyes. Softening the gaze if closing your eyes is too much for you today. You want to keep them open. If you have your eyes open, maybe you want to gaze one point on the ceiling or on the sky. And breathe. Breathe mindfully. Feeling how the air is coming inside your body. From your nostrils, where do you feel it more?
in your chest, in your belly, in your arms. And as you exhale, notice the air leaving your body. Notice where your mind is. And whenever you're ready, bring your knees towards your chest. Grab your knees with love and care and slowly walk side to side. And slowly rock yourselves to the side, pressing palms together, pressing on your elbow, and slowly press palm on the floor and come back into the sitting position. There are many, many ways to soften tension in your lower back. I recommend you to keep an eye on what you eat, keep an eye on the movement. As soon as you wake up in the morning, what movement do you do? If you take a few minutes to really wake up, stretch a little bit in bed, stretch your arms and legs at least, and maybe do a couple of motions side to side in your own bed. So keeping an eye on the 5 points of yoga: proper nutrition, proper breathing, proper motion or movement or asana, proper relaxation, positive thinking, and meditation. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day or afternoon.